Attention landlords and tenants in the city of Toronto. The rental market in the 416 has seen some changes lately, and in this video I want to break down exactly what's been happening. So here's what we'll be covering. Number one, inventory. If you're a landlord right now, are you gonna have a hard time renting out your condo? If you're a tenant, is it slim pickings or is there plenty out there for you to choose from? Number two, prices. If you're a landlord whose tenant is leaving, are you gonna be able to charge more or less than you would have last year? If you're a tenant and you have to make a move, are you gonna be paying more or less than you would have last year? We'll look at prices for bachelor units, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and 3 bedroom condos as well. And be sure to stick around because later in the video, I'm gonna show you a real world example of something that happened recently with one of our clients. Welcome to the channel. Now, if you're new here, my name is Jason from the Bondy-Sawyer real estate team in the city of Toronto. I've been a realtor since 2006, and I have helped plenty of landlords and tenants navigate the Toronto rental market. If you'd like to book a call with me to discuss your plans, you can do so using that first link down in the description. If you get any value out of this video, please give it a like. It would help us out a lot. And also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. The Toronto Real Estate Board publishes a market report at the beginning of each month, looking back at all of the sales data from the previous month. Now, unfortunately, these reports don't include any rental data. Hopefully that's eventually going to change. But in the meantime, TREB does post a quarterly rental market report. The most recent of these reports is for Q3 2024. So roughly 90 days of data from July 1st to September 30th. And I want to start by reading a few quotes from that report just to give us an overview of what happened in the third quarter of this year. Strong population growth in the GTA continued to drive marked year-over-year growth in condo rental transactions. The number of condo apartments listed for rent increased by a greater rate than transactions, providing more choice for renters and a dip in average rents. A more balanced GTA rental market has no doubt led to an improvement in affordability over the past year. Interest rates have trended lower this year, with more Bank of Canada cuts yet to come. More affordable mortgage payments could prompt some renters to move into home ownership. This could lead to a further increase in rental inventory in the months ahead. So that's an overview of the rental market for the GTA as a whole. But now I want to zoom in specifically on the city of Toronto and look at what happened with inventory and prices there. In the third quarter of 2024, we had just over 24,000 condo apartments listed for rent in the city of Toronto. That's a 51% increase in the number of listings we had during the same quarter the year before. Now, leases increased year over year as well, but not to the same degree as listings. We had almost 15,000 leases in the third quarter of 2024, which is a 32.5% increase in the number of leases we had during the same quarter the year before. So listings and leases both increased year over year, but the increase in listings outpaced the increase in leases. And that is why the market was better supplied in 2024 than it was in 2023. And to further illustrate that difference, you can see here on the far right column, the leased to listed ratios. There was a 12.3% drop in 2024. So if you're a landlord, you are facing more competition from other landlords than you were a year ago. If you're a tenant, you do indeed have more to choose from than you did a year ago. And as you're about to see, that shift in inventory is also reflected in what happened with rental prices. So in this table, we're comparing average rental prices in the third quarter of 2024 with the third quarter of 2023. And as you can see, we're breaking it down into bachelor, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, and 3 bedroom condos. So the average rental price for a bachelor was $2,066 in 2024. That's a 9.3% decrease compared to 2023. The average rental price for a 1 bedroom was $2,513 in 2024, down 6% compared to 2023. The average rental price for a 2 bedroom condo was $3,309 in 2024. That's down 8.2% compared to 2023. And then finally, the average rental price for a 3 bedroom condo was $4,279 in 2024. That's down 14.4% from 2023. So you can see that yes, across the board, prices are down from where they were this time last year. So if you're a landlord and you put a tenant in your condo a year ago, and now they're leaving after that 1-year lease, chances are you're going to be getting less rent today than when you put them in a year ago. If you're a tenant and you started a lease a year ago and now you're moving on to something else, well, chances are you're going to be paying less today than you would have a year ago. Now, I say chances are because it's not always the case. Just because the market on average is behaving in a certain way doesn't mean that every single property is going to behave in exactly the same manner. And I have a great example of this. Last year, we listed a client's condo for lease, a uniquely large one-bedroom condo near King and Bathurst, and we were able to achieve a rental price of $2,950 a month. After 1 year of renting, the tenant gave their notice that they'd be moving out, so we listed it again for lease, and this time, we were able to achieve a slightly higher rent of $3,000 a month. So rents on average were down year over year, but for this particular property, we were actually able to achieve a higher rent than we were the year before. If you're a landlord looking to list your property for lease, or you're a tenant looking to find a great rental, you can book a call with me using that first link down in the description, and we can have a quick chat about what your options are. Next to me here are a couple of other videos for you to take a look at, and over here is a link to subscribe to the channel. That's it for now, and I'll see you next time.